I like to give all glory and praise and honor unto the Most High, and we're gonna get into it. You know what I mean? And I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys recognize this clip right here or seen the video. It's been circling around the internet like crazy about this. This guy that shot his neighbors over the, that got into a dispute with them over the shoveling of snow. And if you haven't seen the video, I'm gonna put the link in the description box so you can watch it before I start this. It's only about 2 minutes long. So you can know what I'm talking about. And, so basically, so they got into a dispute over the shoveling the snow. And, the husband and the wife were popping off, they were, calling the guy all type of names, the wife was out of order, just out of order, man. And, when I first seen this, I was like, damn, man. I was like, I don't want anybody to piss me off that bad to where I, had to do something like this. And, basically what happened with this guy was like, he was letting the sun go down on his wrath. You know what I'm saying? So the scriptures speak about that. I said, hey, don't let the sun go down on your wrath. But, what it seems like, it seems like they was provoking him, man. And, the most I put it on my spirit to come back and really examine it a little bit more. I went to the comment sections, I started searching, and it seems like these guys were provoking him. This was an ongoing dispute because nobody's just gonna snap like that and rain down hellfire bullets on their neighbors just over a shoveling dispute. This was something that was ongoing over and over and over again, man. You know what I mean? We're just gonna look at the few comments, man. What I found in the comment sections, man, because the Most High was putting on my spirit, like, hey, just look into this a little bit further, man. So yeah, and then this guy ended up committing suicide after he killed them. You know what I mean? So yeah, let's take a look at this. All right, so before we start, we're gonna take a look at the neighbors that he killed. So that was the husband there, and that was the wife. You know what I mean? So yeah. So the guy's name was Jeffery Spaide. It says he's 47 years old. It said he was an engineer from Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania, who shot and killed his two neighbors after a snow shoveling dispute before killing himself. All right, the son of William Spaide and the late Margaret Gibson Spaide. He had served in the Navy as a shipboard engineering technician. So this guy was a vet, man. 47 years old, he was a vet. You know what I mean? So let's keep going. It said Spaide then joined the United States Army, National Guard, and Navy Reserve as an HE operator. So he was HE. So he was in the Army and the Navy, and he was HE. After working as a facilities engineer for the Lackawanna River Basic Sewer Authority for 5 years, he became an environmental engineer manager for the Pennsylvania Department of Environmental Protection. Spaide had a master's degree in water resources and in environmental engineering from Villanova University and a bachelor's degree from Wilkes University in environmental engineering. Environmental engineering. He was later a project engineer for the Carroll Engineering Corporation for over 10 years. So basically, you see right here, this guy wasn't no idiot, man. He was a vet. He had a master's, he had a bachelor's. It seems like, he was an upstanding person in society. You know what I mean? And like I said, I don't know this guy. I don't know what type of his character is like that. But but like from what I'm reading right here, it seems like, look, man, it don't seem like he was somebody that was just, just all over the place. Because you gotta have discipline, to finish school, discipline, and join the military and things like that. And he was 47 years old, So you see, this don't seem like he was like a stupid guy or anything like that, So, I felt like, the guy that shot them, I felt like he may have been a target individual, man, Because like I said, nobody's going to snap on their neighbors like that unless they were harassing them. You know what I mean? Let's take a look at this real quick. So right here it says CCTV footage shows that after James yelled, "I'll knock your ass out and I'll make your life a living hell," the 47-year-old Spaide emerged from his residence holding a pistol. The guards continued to verbally abuse him and seemingly charge him to go shoot. Lisa yells at him, "Go ahead. Go ahead." You know what I mean? So you see, they didn't think he was going to do it, man. They didn't think he was going to shoot. I mean, they was calling him all type of names. I mean, they probably was antagonizing this guy for years. I mean, you see what it says here? He said, "I'll make your life a living hell." What does that sound like? I mean, does that sound like a good neighbor, man? "I'll make your life a living hell." So they was looking forward to just continue to antagonize that guy, man. You know what I mean? You know, they probably been doing it for years and laughing and getting away with it. You know, and like I said, I felt like this guy was really a targeted individual, man. I mean, I felt like he was targeted because, like I said, nobody's gonna snap on their neighbors just like this and rain down hellfire on this guy. I mean, on these guys like that. I mean, it seems like he was being provoked. And this is the thing about, you know what I mean, these guys, when this happened, man, nobody sees, you know, the events leading up to this. They don't see all the evil crap people was doing to them, man. All they see was, hey, this guy, you know, shooting his neighbors, man. And like I said, I'm not justifying what he did, man. You know what I mean? That was pretty extreme. But at the end of the day, you know, if he was going through this, like, I could understand why he did what he did. You know, I could understand why he did what he did. You know, and like I was saying, you know, nobody sees what these people are doing to these people, man. You know, all they see is like, oh, this guy's a horrible individual. He rained down hellfire on these guys. You know, when in reality, these guys are just trying to go about their day, and you got other people, you know, that's breaking the law, that's threatened by them. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I strolled through the comments and, you know, I found some interesting things, man. You know, we'll take a look at them. So right here, you know what I mean, somebody wrote, he was a victim of community gangstalking. Gangstalking, he'd be provoked into killing the perps or committing suicide. So somebody wrote bull crap. So like I said, we can't merit this. I can't merit this. Can't confirm, you know, whether he was or not. You know what I mean? But all I'm saying is, the story has elements, you know, to him being targeted. You know what I'm saying? It has that element. You know, that's why I had to go back and look at it, like, because nobody's just gonna snap like that. So let's keep going. So right here it says, "No way this is the first time these people have issues with each other. This was some brewing crap. It wasn't the first time." Neighbors said it's been going on for years. The guy who shot them, he put his house on the market months ago because of them. So he put his house on the market months ago because of them. What does that sound like? You know what I mean? It sounds like, yo, they harassing him and trying to force him out that neighborhood. This is what they do. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So these were some, it don't seem like his neighbors were good people, man. You know what I mean? I mean, this is what they do. He said that couple looked like they were a bunch of lunatics, insulting, taunting the man, and even daring him to shoot. They were the main instigators of this strategy. They could have just walked away back into their houses and probably the feud had stopped, but they acted extremely reckless and haughty. Yeah, that haughty spirit, man. That haughty spirit is going to be humble. The scriptures talk about that. You know what I mean? The haughtiness of men will be bowed down. Yeah. It said this wasn't the first time either. Apparently, the couple had been bullying him a long time before this incident. They were actually taking snow from their driveway and dumping it into his yard just to antagonize him. What does that sound like? I mean, this is what they do. You target individuals. Don't they come? They put trash in front of your door. They put trash in front of your domain. They do these things. So I say, like, look, man, this story had elements of him being a targeted individual, and I can't confirm it, but you listen to what these people are saying. You know, hey, look, they had something coming to them. You know, and the thing about it is, they never think that it's going to be them. You know what I mean? They never think that it's going to be them. While they doing all this manner of wickedness. You know what I mean? They never think it's going to be them. Let's keep going. He said they didn't run because they had gotten very comfortable ridiculing the man and him not doing anything. Yeah. Somebody said, does that excuse him gunning them down, though? Somebody wrote, yeah. Hey, exactly. You know what I mean? This guy pulled out the gun, and she was just standing there talking about, yeah, do it. That means she was comfortable, man. You know what I mean? And this is what they do, man. They got the law enforcement on their side. They got, you know what I mean, everybody on their side. They could do whatever they want to this guy. They was provoking him. They was probably provoking him for years, and it led up to this. You know what I mean? They didn't think it was gonna be them. You know what I mean? That wife stood there bold. That husband stood there bold while he was coming down the driveway with them with the gun. You know what I'm saying? And you see this guy was full of rage because he went back into his house to get his rifle and finish them off, man. You know what I mean? So this was something that was brewing in him, man. You know what I mean? And I believe they was antagonizing this guy for years. We know what they do, man. I mean, but like I said, all we gonna see is like, yo, this guy was a complete monster. You know what I mean? He was hard. He was a horrible guy. Oh, man. Right here. The shooter was a Navy vet, an engineer. He was a smart man. I wonder what this couple did to him to make him snap like that. Truly tragic. Exactly. I feel bad for him. My heart goes out to him. According to the police, he's never committed a single crime or even gotten so much as a single citation his entire life, man. Wow. See that? And that's like a lot of targeted individuals, man. They haven't done anything wrong, and they're being harassed and antagonized and tortured by people that are committing the crimes. You know what I mean? That's are doing all manner of wickedness out here. You know what I'm saying? This guy was being provoked, man. I mean, we seen his credentials. We seen he was a vet. We seen he was. You mean he was? He had credentials in schools and things like that. He never been in trouble, according to what they're saying here. They antagonized this guy for years. They just didn't think it was going to be them, man. And you heard what this guy said when he started shooting him. He said, call the cops. So where was it? Where was your handler when he was raining them hellfire bullets down on you? He was sitting down in headquarters somewhere, drinking a pina colada and eating some cheese doodles, watching you bleed out from the drone. You mean? Watching you bleed out from the drone. Laughing. Because they don't give a damn about you. They just use you guys as a shield. They took out, that's 3 birds with 1 stone, right? They took out there probably. Where was they at? And a lot of you guys are going to suffer this fate, man. Because like I said, you don't think that it's going to be you. This guy was a vet. You know what I mean? And you kept messing with him. Keep messing with him and you think it's funny. Hee, ha, ha, ha. Laugh. I mean, you just don't think it's going to be you, man. And this is why, like, yo, you got to try and stay in the spirit, man. Because this guy went carnal. I mean, he went carnal on them, man. You got to stay in the spirit. That's why I try to stay in the spirit. You know what I mean? And then you got niggas out here talking about the gangstalking and they spiritual and this and that and the third. Hey, man, it's physical and it's spiritual. It's more it's different aspects to it. You know, it's more spiritual for me. You know what I'm saying? It's more spiritual, man. And if you can't see that, then hey, you just blind. And here's the thing. Oh, don't be listening to carnal people when it comes to spiritual things, man. Talking about, oh yeah, this is not spiritual. Don't listen to nobody when you know, when they talking about this targeting, and they're talking about, you know, when we talking about the Bible, when we talking about Christ. Hey, carnal men don't understand spiritual things. And a perfect example of that is, hey, look, man, hey, when I was living in the world, I couldn't, if you ask me something about the scriptures, if you ask me something from the Bible, you know, in detail, I wouldn't be able to discern, you know, anything or tell you anything. Why? Because I wasn't learned on it. You know what I mean? I wasn't practicing the word, man. I wasn't studying the word. You know what I mean? You still got guys out here that, I mean, they're living carnally, and they're talking about, yeah, don't listen to people that's saying that, this is a spiritual thing. You know what I'm saying? Don't listen to anybody that's saying this is a spiritual thing. These are carnal men that still want to live lawless, man. You know? This is a spiritual warfare, man. This is a spiritual war too, man. You know what I mean? So yeah, man. You know what I mean? For example, when you was living in the world, could you discern spiritual things, man? If somebody asks you something about the scriptures in depth, could you discern it? And no, you probably wouldn't be able to, man. You know what I mean? Why? Because you're still living carnally. You know what I mean? And and you got people out here that still living carnally talking about, yeah, this has nothing to do with, with spirituality. Carnal men don't understand spiritual things, man. So let's keep going. So yeah, it said right here, it says, I'm sure part of the story is left out, the part where they harassed this guy for years on end until he finally snapped. I see people like this every single day, just walking around minding my own business. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They harass this guy, man. I mean, some people see it, some people don't. But yeah, man. This is what they do. All they had to do was just leave it alone, go back in the house. This guy was already supposedly moving out. They want to keep going. You want to make his life a living hell. This is what they do. And they feel like they're going to get away with it. But this guy took the law into his hands that day. He said, well, probably I don't got no help from the government. They harass me every day. I'm innocent. I'm sick of this, man. So this is what I'm going to do. Oh, man. They just didn't think it was going to be them, man. And I'm going to leave with this. Proverbs 15:1. A soft answer turneth away wrath, but grievous words stir up anger, man. Yeah. Yeah, man. You got to remember that. A soft answer turneth away wrath, man. So this was the end of them, because of that. He said he was going to make his life a living hell, which they was probably already doing for years. There's more to this story, man. And that's it, man. I just want to cover this topic real quick. I felt like, yeah, this guy was targeted. And he couldn't take it no more. That was the final straw. So all praises to the Most High, man.